Hello everybody and welcome. I am the Beta Plan and this is Crusader Kings 3 with the Bronze Age Total Conversion mod installed. And this is going to be the last episode of our series. I think it is only proper that we, well, at least start the series with battles and start the last episode with a battles. I'm not sure how long he's gonna live. He's currently feeling fine. But yeah, if he dies, his son might take over Alexandros. But there are some few things happening right now that I do want to show you before this character possibly dies. So maybe there will be a bit of a time skips or time lapse in this video, depending on how it all rolls out. First of all, this emperor, yes, I hold too many titles. That's because his empress died and then he married this lady. He actually concubined her. But that means that all of, well, the West Cyclades will actually become part of us. They are Phrygian Pyrrhic. They're probably gonna become part of us due to the difference in rank. So that is one thing. Another thing, we have become so powerful that this man is willing to simply become part of us. I don't know how he holds two duchy titles, but he does. Actually, I know because this guy inherited, and apparently it went to this gentleman, who is of our culture and our religion. So we are going to friendly ask him to join us, because he actually got out of there for a moment, out of the realm, because that little part hook there was ours already a long time ago. Which means we actually have some now de jure claims on this territory that's currently ripping itself apart. Oh well. I also have some other good news. We are very close to becoming a religious icon, should this character live long enough, and I think he might, because of strong blood, Herculean, strong, athletic. There's a lot of things going for him. I could even go to medicine focus if I wanted to, but yeah, we are trying to really hardcore, trying to get that consecrated bloodline with this battalion. We are really trying to do well. The only thing we need is a religious icon. On top of that, of course, our end goal. How is it? Well, feast your eyes, governments. A lot of things have shifted to either clan or urban. There are only but a few tribal territories left, among which is this particular duchy. Now this duchy, it's getting there. It's just gonna take a few more months. Oh, better say 80 months, a little less than that, and it should switch, getting those 40 points. Same a little bit for up in here. It goes a little slower though. It is a little further away from the nearest city-state, which is this particular state. So I don't know when this will flip in order to give them a little bit more of a bonus, but it was going to take some time. So basically 80 years. I'm not playing 80 years in a single episode, so I actually already know there's going to be a little bit of a time skip. So sorry on that part, but still, interesting things are happening around here. This man, well, once again, he is getting there. It is fine. And then there is some middle territories over here that are still tribal in this area. But they are only tribal for the moment, because also they are simply waiting for the development to hit it. But wow, did we transform that tribal territory into a proper civilized state. On top of that, of course, how is it with the culture? Well, Proto-Hellenic is almost no more. Or is, well, sorry, that's the faith. The Proto-Hellenic faith is almost gone. We have one more county, because this guy is stubbornly Proto-Hellenic. But I can demand the conversion for 83%, please don't. For the good of everybody everywhere, Proto-Hellenic faith no more supported. And speaking of the culture, how is it doing? Well, still a little bit of Proto-Hellenic. There's still some conversion that we need to take care of. And I've actually put my guy into working on that, trying to get the last little bit of Proto-Hellenic gone, so that everything that is important is Phrygian. It is amazing. How did I get so much piety? Well, basically, I built me a ton of temples. Each temple giving me 500 piety. If I would build one now, I would actually get it. And I could build one more over here, but that feels a little weird. I'd rather have an estate over there, but I could build one over here. So, as soon as this guy finishes in 5 years, I should be hunky-dory. Hopefully we can make that. Let's build it. because in those 5 years I definitely will get the rest. Oh, I actually forgot I had that going on for it, so we don't really need that temple over there. Oh yeah, something that doesn't happen in this mod. I can't abort constructions. I don't know why. I'm saying in this mod, but it might be because it's 1.2.2 that I have to refer back to, and then some other stuff happening. Oh, what the heck is up in here? Peasant revolt uprising. Okay, that isn't supposedly a big problem. We can negotiate some alliances, but it's not really needed. It's kind of interesting that this guy is now part of us, that we have a little bit part of that. So yes, the islands over here, they will become part of us. Told you about that. What else was important? Well, actually, also personally interesting, this marriage. You are Chilean, you are both geniuses, and you are beautiful. They can get super babies once again. They are pretty closely related though, because this is my son, and this is my grandson. Upset, but yeah, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. This being weirdly being now part of this guy. Didn't realize that had happened. But it's fine, it's fine. Oh yeah, of course, our own dynasty. Very important. How is the Argead dynasty doing? Well, the Argead dynasty is almost significant. That doesn't mean that it's great, but it is pretty good. Considering our dynasty, we have over 1,000 people. Why is this so separately? Have absolutely no idea why that is separate. Oh, because I apparently clicked on somebody. I guess because I'm the head of the dynasty. Open dynasty here. Now it works better. No, for some reason that guy is still over there. I have no idea. Pan to the dynasty head. This is me. Pan to you. Thank you very much. You are down here. But that isn't the okay. Things are happening a bit weird. I'm trying to go out. Oh, here's Batal's Argead. But yeah, this is a different dynasty line. Why does that then show? Well, whatever. Argead dynasty, 367 living members. Big tree. That's not gonna go down anywhere soon as well. So we are hunky-dory on every little bit of thing. I don't want to get obese all of a sudden and die, so let's just wait with that. And as you can see, actually, my vassals took care of this. I didn't do this. This guy conquered the rest over here, and this lady conquered the rest over here, bringing down that kingdom. I am considering taking out this little tip, but that would mean that thrower and Joe, that I would have to make use of my core chaplain to get some claims, but I really need his piety bonus at the moment to do things. Let's host a feast, because that is another bit of religious fervor, as we have religious celebration, and there we go. We are known for our dedication to our faith, which means we can consecrate the bloodline. Where's the music? Gosh darn it. Thanks to my whole devotion and relentless work, I have intricately bound the holiest of office of the freaking faith to the Argead dynasty. An increasing number of people in the clergy and amongst the faithful has come to think of my family as the chosen caretakers of the holy relics and the harbinger of divine will. We gain 1,000 renown, which should bring us to significant, and we get far ahead. Look at that. Unfortunately, that's always I kind of wanted to. You should actually wait for famous, because it kind of cuts it off. You do get the points, but it doesn't get into the next. Like I got 1,000, and we need like 300 to get to famous. To famous. So it kind of feels a little weird. Actually, did we need 1,000 to get to famous, or was that the next level? Maybe we skipped one step. I think we skipped one step. Is that it? That we bumped up 2. Then it's fine. But yeah. You have to be a little bit careful for it, but then again, we have a little bit on the clock on what we're gonna do. We are now a famous dynasty. So yes, that is amazing. Fabled, legendary. Yeah, there is a long line of what you can get, but our dynasty, Argead dynasty, much more now remembered than the KT dynasty of Upper Egypt. Hallelujah, they're just well known. They're significant, famous. Yeah, I think we skipped significant, didn't we? Oh. Well, what do you know? Then it was well timed. But there we go. We've done it. We have made ourselves the savior, the divine. Apparently, I thought it was gonna. Oh, the savior is a trait. The divine, and that is the great of this Battles II. Now, I am going to make a little time skip until we get a little further. There is nothing more for us to do than to simply wait until this government, this tribal government, changes its form. It's the development growth that we're waiting on. In the meantime, I will definitely get rid of this last little Proto-Hellenic, as well as these little Proto-Hellenics. I will see you in a moment for our last overview of our empire. And here we are, and suddenly a different situation. A situation in which we find ourselves with a new emperor, Alexandros V. And that is because our Battles II died in a hunting accident. Like, well, a few months after I stopped that the first part of this episode, he just died because I went, like, I will slay the deer, and it skewered me. Well, that wasn't exactly what we were going for now, was it? But, alright. However, what we can do in the meantime is create some big chunks of land for us. Because this man, I didn't realize, but he has like a lot of claims on all this big territory. And she only has but one duchy. So if we go for him, look at that. We will have a lot of the Spartan... I want to say the Spartan Peninsula, but I don't think this is called the Spartan Peninsula. It's the area where the Spartans come from, yes, but I don't think that is the name of the area. Anyways, we can get it all. No, not all, but we can get a lot of it. The central part of it for us, for our realm, for the Phrygian realm, which means we actually will have come so far with what we wanted to do that it is kind of shocking. My second son, by the way, here gained himself a perfect grandson. Here he has another pretty decent son. My main son hasn't gotten on yet. But yeah, we'll have to see how that works. You, I want you. Can't can demand your conversion. You are already on the right religion. I will send you a gift so that you will convert. Because, I mean, we have to try this. Demand your conversion. I'm going to use a hook. Because I've got it. And you will listen. Blessed be Deimos. Blessed be Deimos. You do as I request. Excellent. Now the money is gotten a little bit more tight. Because now I am generous. I'm giving out a little bit more. But this should go fine as soon as I can switch off into stewardship. I did want to get a little bit into this. That I wanted to finish this, but then I realized that is not really needed. Why am I doing this? I don't know. But I can ransom this dude for a favor. No, not even that. She is, she's cringy. She doesn't have a lot of man. Like, why wasn't this done before? Like, this is very easy to take care of. It's interesting to see. Ho, 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 what's happening around here? Please, stop with these walls. They, my father requested it. I'm requesting it again. Please stop. Nope, he just doesn't dare listen. Might be because he thinks of me a little less of a strong ruler. And in a sense, he's right. I don't have the prestige. I haven't yet spread my wings and show my capabilities. We do not have an organizer. Oh, yes we did. Like, way down the line, of course. There you go. Child of my dynasty. Another Alexandros. Very nice. That's my daughter. Gaining some children. There we go. We're gonna get her, but took a moment. Took a hot minute. Oh, there it is. That is enough for me. I am going to finish this war, and by that we have gained a huge part of the land. And don't forget that although we no longer are married to her, her heirs are still within our court, are Phrygian, are Pyrrhic. It is excellent. They should become ours. I may even give one of them land just to make sure that well, they change. I didn't capture you. Sorry. You won't take this. I'm just gonna magic reverse it like this. Let's just see if she takes it. She's already freaking. I need to check you. I'll negotiate your release if you convert. There we go. Of course, you're of the wrong religion, but still. Hey, and she just converted immediately, didn't she? Yes, she did. Excellent. You I still need to defend the conversion of. How? It's 100 gold as per usual, 83% chance, that's pretty good. Except for the good of friggin' everywhere, because you are not directly beneath me, so that should work out fine. There we go! A lot of friggin' conversion as well here. Yes, of course, right now, the culture... Oh, this is the culture, right? No, this is the faith. This is Gian at the moment, but that is not forever. I think I'm actually quite happy to... Oh, hold on. I think you're already being besieged by a vassal of mine. Yes, you are. So we don't need to do that. We can't do you. Or can we already fight for somebody? Oh, we can already fight for the de jure war of that. So we also don't need to do that in particular. Excellent. Let's get back to religious then. Hopefully get something out of this. Get a little bit powerful. You need to convert more culture away from that weird proto-Hellenic thingy. I don't know what it is. It's a weird thingy. We need to make sure that it is gone. Absolutely destroyed. And we have 4 more minutes in this particular part. Before I end this part of the episode, then I'm going to make another little time skip. So that we have 10 more minutes to look at the glorious realm that in the end will be going into history as the Phrygian Empire. The Empire of the Phrygian faith, or actually say the Phrygian faith, but with a Phrygic following, and well, that made a splash, a change in the world, and of course, in the end, would lay a grand basis for Alexander the Great to conquer further and furthermore. In fact, who knows if Alexander the Great indeed had this type of area at his support, he might have never lost a battle. In case you're wondering, he actually did lose one battle, or basically he didn't lose his battle. He had some reinforcements coming to India, and 2 generals, I believe, led that, or like Subordinates led it, and they lost that battle. But yeah, maybe he would have even conquered further, be an even greater ruler and general than we remember him today. Who knows? Because back in the day, he only had Makedon, and Makedon is now definitely part of the Phrygian Empire. Phrygia, look at that. All of Achaia, and even parts of all of Achaia. Yeah, all of Achaia. The northern part of Achaia going into Phrygia, Doria slipping into it. Of course, we won't be able to be in time to get Doria or realsies in there, but holy heck, this empire is big, and it's not even doing the entire culture thing. But yeah, the culture is spreading quicker than we can get titles into that territory, which we should just consider as fine. Let's demand conversion. Probably not gonna work, but hey, who knows? Yo, sure, take it. I'll take that hook. And seek aid from the spirits is something I'm gonna do off camera, because I'm gonna come back to you with the end result of our Phrygia Empire. I think. Oh yeah, we inherited that little piece. Even forgot to tell you. We are all the way there. And Libu crashed a little bit. They crashed kind of hardcore, so no one even there they can measure up to us. Still too far away to interact, possibly because they don't have any seaport. But we now even have landed in Crete. Go us. I'll be right back with you with the very end result of this series. Here we are at the last part in the last episode of this series, in which we lay the last stone for a solid foundation that will ensure the remembering of this particular empire in this historic line through the ages, even after the Bronze Age will collapse. By the way, Lidl recaptured itself quite well, I have to admit that, and there is a strong Upper Egypt in here, and there are some realms that are somewhat of interest, but despite this empire even currently being at its lowest strength ever, at about 8,000 men, 8,800 men, we are still stronger than any other. We are supreme. We are quite grand. This lady, I don't know how she managed it, by the way, or did she switch in the end? But for the longest time it was said that the other son would inherit the other kingdom, but maybe. No, just inherited that one, alright. And did you inherit the other one just straight up? Yeah, just inherited. Okay, so I guess... Oh, wait a second. Did it show via abdication? No, that's impossible. Because she died from her wounds. Nonetheless, I thought it would split, but it doesn't split. Unfortunate for me, perhaps, but this is a very powerful double kingdom. It doesn't matter. In this powerful double kingdom, however, there happens something that does matter. This guy just finished his promote culture task, and we are just doing the last culture change. The last 2 culture changes. Oh dear. Well then, this episode, these 10 minutes are going to have to go fast. As well as the last religion change, because somebody here went Proto-Hellenic and I cannot abide by that, so we're changing that. So we're going to go on high speed, considering that we have to do 2 more, and we're going to play as we talk about the great achievements of this realm. For instance, the urbanization of the realm. By the way, also speaking of which, our empire has been saved. We got ourselves the perfect grandson again. They did make a child in the end. Took them some time, but they're now there. And well, everything else has urbanized or has become a clan. Once again, I cannot change that particular faith. But yeah, that is amazing. We are also once again almost exalted among man. So maybe not be a living legend, but it is still very grand in the scale of things. I mean, I would not consider myself exalted among man, for instance. There we go. Had a nice little meal. Made myself even more pleasurable to be around as we are looking around. There it is, a glorious white note. Now we can even take a legacy. Let's just do marriage acceptance. Mostly fair, and unlock the House of Warriors, because you know what, hero effectiveness is pretty freaking effing strong, to be honest. What we also have done, by the way, is we did indeed, in fact, gain this duchy. Oh, this guy inherited it, and he did not want to become part of our realm despite being our neighbor in this island. And he said, no, you're a distant realm. We are neighboring you in several sea realms. But he said distant realm. Then I said, okay, then I will attack for your brother's claim. Good luck. That was all she wrote as we brought it down. And, well, brought that little piece of the realm into our holding. Oh, I can't befriend. I keep remembering the old emperor. Emperor Alexander, Battalis II. We are now Alexander V, who is, by the way, doing really, really good, because he got lively and firm, strong body, Herculean whole body, athletic, healthy, renowned physician, aspiring blade master, herbalist, iron constitution. The fact that he is a bleeder is certainly hampering him, but other than that, holy boy, howdy, is he good. By the way, I just made it content and ambitions doesn't work. I was already wondering, like, wait a second, something there was gonna go wrong, but in the end, all was fine. We have another son, also a bleeder. It's fine. What we are just looking for is this. Oh, I did manage to convert the faith. Hold on. So, the faith. There we go. There is no more Proto-Hellenic in our realm. Doesn't mean a Proto-Hellenic is gone, by the way. There is a Proto-Hellenic kingdom over here, Rhodos. Rhodos is still Proto-Hellenic. The faith hasn't died out completely, but he has problems with this. He has some Aegean territory, I believe, or... No. This is... Oh, this is ruled by Proto-Hellenic, but and the top ruler is... No, I'm true. This is Aegean, and he has it under control yet. We also have some Aegean here and there, but these people are also not of the Phrygian culture, so I don't need to convert that according to our rules. We have kept Pelasgian around. Hectonus is still around, which is kind of interesting because there's no cultural head of Hectonus. I mean, nobody that is a ruler is of this culture. Curitas, there's still a guy around that is Curitas, so that is what's keeping that perhaps a little bit alive. And there is somebody for the Kranoi, which interestingly enough is also beneath us. Is a vassal beneath a vassal, which is the same for the other ones. So these cultures are definitely subservient to us. And for Pelagi... Oh. Trying to get the culture. Have to click on the culture then. For the culture, there is still a free lady over here. But, well, we could attack her actually for a little bit of land. But it won't bring her down in its entirety. Doesn't really bother me right now. Right now we have a goal, and that is the goal we want to achieve. I'm also... There it is, befriend. I felt like I can do this, but no I cannot. Now I can do this. You're already infirm. Holy moly. Boy howdy, you are not of the same constitution as your emperor. That is clear. Alright, let's get you in. You wanted to be on the council. There you go. You like me a lot better now. Let's go on a pilgrimage because we can. Let's go to Delphi, our own little home away from home. The one that we captured a long, long time ago. There you go. There's another child of us. And unlike our previous religion, we don't kill our children. We keep them alive. And that is perhaps my greatest joy, that I have managed to stop the death of frickin'... Well, you know what I mean. You can hear me go... Brrr. I was not okay with that. I was just not okay with that. Hold Mystic Communion, why not? What the heck is this? I am a deviant. Apparently, he exposed it. I didn't even realize I was a deviant. Well, that's unfortunate. I guess I became a deviant somewhere and I didn't realize I was. Let's hit the books. Big chance of success, so there's no reason to not to do it. Somebody can marry up my dynasty. Oh boy, howdy. Do I really want to spend time on this? No, let's just, you know, it's all good. Our family dynasty has already done that many times. We're fine. Give it a few days. Time well spent. Thank you very much. Bloop. And let's get that last bit of Proto-Hellenic culture, the last county of that dying culture away, and nobody will ever speak again of the Hellenic state. We have made a grandest realm under the Argead dynasty, under me and my fiancee, currently still so when I'm making these videos. In October the big day is gonna happen. That is the plan now. We started over here in Pella. Why did I start in Pella? Because that is where Alexander the Great came from. And so we adopted his dynasty name, the Argead dynasty, as we went forth in order to create our realm. As promised, we never gave that land away. We always held it Pella. No matter the consequences, no matter if we were over our domain limit or what have you not, I couldn't give a darn. These were our people. A grand people that we, well, I unlock perk. Hold on, the game is really trying to interrupt my talk to you guys. But yeah, we came from there and we said, alright, we will always hold on to that title, and we will always be faithful to our people. And we were. The Phrygian people have spread far and wide, overcoming, well, whatever there was wrong. I think actually we managed already to culture convert that. Apparently somebody else did that as well. So we no longer need to play. There is nothing to remember Hellenic by. It is Phrygian. And the fact that faith that was named after them, which is kind of over here still, but other than that, that's more Proto-Rhodos faith, yo. It's not Proto-Hellenic, it's Proto-Rhodos faith, because this being the kingdom of Rhodos. But it is the Phrygian faith. The Phrygian faith is not so barbaric as that weird Proto-Hellenic faith. We don't murder our children. We don't do that. And we had the wisdom to foresee that we needed the right people to lead our religion. Therefore, we have a grand fervor of 87. That is actually pretty darn good for a realm that's this big. And we lifted on the Phrygian people out of barbarism and made them a true urban civilized realm. And here, look, those Proto-Hellenics, they are tribal. They are the barbarians indeed. We are not of such a uncouth upbringing. We are Phrygia. We are a grand empire. And we have brought you this via the lineage that we started as myself and my fiancée. Here I am, and here we went down the line. We quickly became already a high king. We actually managed that within one lifetime. And then we came to emperors and emperors and emperors, doing great things, each and every one of them. To be honest, some of them I can't remember because, boy, how we went through quite a few of them. But we did have some very interesting ones, with people, for instance, that changed the faith here, Alexandros III, as well as people that managed to, well, become the blood father or consecrate the bloodline. Those were the last ones, but before that, of course, these guys created their stability. These guys made the tribal realms, and I believe it was you or you. No, not you. Definitely not you. Between you and you, somewhere we went to city-state. Unfortunately, I can't see it because it will always now say that it's an urban empire. Oh no, here it says tribal. So yes, it was indeed you, the one without the crown. So Emperor Battals I made that happen. Kind of cool how important those Battals were, because Battals also, of course, here consecrated the bloodline. Not to underdo the Alexandros, they also did us proud. And of course, our dynasty is going to live forever. Here's another Battals that is definitely a good man, diligent, just, and patient. And he has a son that is worthy of the dynasty of Argeat. Once again, a genius, Herculean, beautiful. We will definitely make sure that historians find shards, weaponry, and stories of our people, the people of the Phrygian state. I hope you enjoyed the series, I hope you enjoyed this mod, and I hope to see you in the next series. I say I thank you for watching, and remember, great peril yields great beauty.